Hi, everybody. It's Deborah from Work at Home Online for Free. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching my video today. Today's video is called How to Choose Titles for Your Blog Posts. Now, in this video, I'm going to teach you how I do this. I'm going to give you the tools that I use to do it. And the whole point is to choose titles for your blog posts that are going to get you ranked in Google. They're going to get you ranked in social media, and it's going to help you a lot in having your blog posts actually seen. I'm glad that you're checking into this video, especially if you're new in online marketing, because this is something that really can make or break your business. It is really something that if you don't know how to do this correctly and you're just throwing on random blog posts with random titles, chances are you are either choosing titles that no one is searching for, like nobody's typing that into Google. Okay, so you're never going to be seen. Or what's more likely is you are choosing titles that have such unbelievable amounts of competition that, again, you will never be seen. You will never be ranked. So it's really important that you learn this. And in the video, I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to show you the tools that I use to do it. And then I'm going to give you access to even more help and even more training to really become a master at this and really learn how to title your blog posts in a way that's going to make you money, that's going to get your blog posts ranked in Google and Bing and also social media. So thanks again so much for tuning in. Now, we are on my website, workathomeonlineforfree.com. I've had this website since 2015. I am, in fact, a full-time affiliate marketer. And I have this website where I teach people how to do what I do, which is affiliate marketing. So if you are interested in that, I would love it if you would check out the website. I'm going to give you the link in the description box. I'm also going to give you a link to subscribe to my email list. And that's where you'll get, anytime I do a new blog post or a new article or a new video all about making money online, you'll get that in your email. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel. I do a video at least once a week, again, all about making money online, all kinds of things, social media marketing, email marketing, where to get your training, how to start internet marketing, how to become an affiliate marketer, all these sorts of things. So if you're interested in this sort of stuff and you want to see it on a regular basis, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you are already a subscriber to my YouTube channel, I thank you so much for subscribing and for sticking with me. And I hope that today's video will deliver a lot of value and help for you. So now what I want to do is I want to show you JAAXY. This is the keyword research tool that I use for my business. This is what I use to find keywords. I use it to create titles for my blog posts, my articles, and posts on my website. I use it to create titles for my social media posts. I also use it for YouTube video titles, although if you are looking specifically for how to title your YouTube video to get ranked, I'm going to encourage you to go to TubeBuddy. There is a link in my description box for that, because the titles for YouTube videos are a little bit different because YouTube's a little bit different. And so you want to use something like TubeBuddy to be able to find the best video titles. Okay, so in this video today, we're talking about blog posts. We're talking about SEO, search engine optimization, choosing the right titles to get ranked in Google. Okay, so there is a difference. So I just want you to understand the two of those things. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing a tutorial on TubeBuddy. If you're interested in that, please comment below, because the more people that are interested, I'll make it a point to get to it quicker, because I have other videos on my list ahead of that. But if you guys really want that, I'll do that for you. But I do use JAAXY a little bit in my YouTube procedures, I guess you would say, because if you've never done anything on YouTube, you don't know this, but if you have done videos on YouTube, you know that obviously you need to pick the right title. I suggest using TubeBuddy for that, but you also need to pick tags or keywords for your YouTube video. And JAAXY is a really great tool to be able to find a bunch of really good tags, aka keywords that are getting good search volume and everything that you can use for YouTube videos. But today, let's focus on the titles for your blog posts, okay? So this is JAAXY. I'm going to give you a link to JAAXY in the description box. I'm also going to give you I know I've got more than one video that I've done about JAAXY. I'm going to give you the links to the videos that I've done about JAAXY that will go into a little bit more in depth about how I use JAAXY, the different things you can do and all that kind of stuff. So today's video, I'm just going to be doing something very quick in here just to show you how to do titles for your blog posts. But if you want something for keyword research for the variety of reasons that an internet marketer needs it, I would suggest that you go ahead and also watch those videos about JAAXY that go into more detail about it. And also, I want to let you know, if you're not already a subscriber to this channel, you wouldn't know, I got my training from a company called Wealthy Affiliate. They are the ones that taught me back in 2015 how to be an affiliate marketer. Obviously, their training worked all these years later. I'm a full-time affiliate marketer. I'm going to give you a link in the description box to Wealthy Affiliate. They have a free starter program where you can get training. And if you decide to go on from there, they do have a premium membership where you can go on and get like virtually unlimited training. But that's how I got my start. That's how I got my training. And I'm going to leave you the link to Wealthy Affiliate in the description box. The reason I'm mentioning this now is that Wealthy Affiliate are the ones that taught me how to use JAAXY. Now, Wealthy Affiliate owns JAAXY. They created JAAXY. Okay. And they created JAAXY for us, for Wealthy Affiliate members who we're building a business with everything that Wealthy Affiliate taught us, and they built it for us. So if you do happen to go on to have a premium membership at Wealthy Affiliate, your JAAXY account will be included for free. Okay, but you don't have to do that. Anybody can use JAAXY. Anybody can sign up for it. Now, they do have a free trial program for JAAXY. You can go ahead and use that. But again, I'm sorry, I'm taking too long to say what I want to say. The reason I'm mentioning Wealthy Affiliate now is because the tools that I'm going to teach you right now, Wealthy Affiliate taught me. And I'm also going to give you a link in this description box to go to the full training that I got from Wealthy Affiliate on how to choose posts, titles for your blog posts. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I know. I'm going to give you a quick overview of how you do it. But in the description box, you're going to see a link for the full training. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to the training on Wealthy Affiliate. And all you need to do is sign up with your email. You don't have to pay anything. It's part of their free starter program, this particular training. So you can go there and you can get a much more in-depth training on this in the link that I'm going to give you for the full training. Now, I'm really sorry. I hate it when people go so far into the video before they even get to what I tuned in to hear about. So I apologize for all of that. But it's important that you know this stuff. It's important that you know these things. And I just want you to know that there's more information for you in the description box. So let's get started. Okay, let's talk about, you're going to do a blog post. So I'm going to give you just one example here, but you can use this example for whatever your niche is. Okay, whatever your website is about, whatever your blog post is about, you can use this method that I'm going to teach you to figure out the right title. Now, let's say I wrote down a few here just to use for today's video. Let's say that you are going to do a blog post about stop puppy biting. All right, now let's take stop puppy biting. Let's go into JAAXY. Now, this is a keyword research tool, you see? So you go to JAAXY, you go to keywords, and in here we're going to type stop puppy biting. Say, oh, I'm going to write a blog post about that. Okay, smarty pants, look and see what happens. Look at. Now, what JAAXY does is it gives you the average monthly views. Okay, so as you can see, 5,555 people a month type that into Google. So you're like, yay, jackpot. This is something people really want. I'm going to write a blog post about this. And the only reason I'm being such a smart aleck is because this is what I thought when I was brand new. And, before I got to this training, I'm like, oh, I can write this and I can write that. And oh my gosh, was I mistaken. And here's the problem. If you go to QSR. Look at your competition. Your QSR is your competition. Okay, so what JAAXY is telling me here when I say I think I would like to name my blog post Stop Puppy Biting, they're going to say, Deborah, it's got over 5,000 views a month. It's a huge amount of traffic, but there are currently at this moment 201 other websites ranking for that keyword. You see what I mean? You can't compete. If you name your blog post Stop Puppy Biting and you publish it, I don't care how brilliant you are, I don't care how wonderful it's written, I don't care how valuable your content is, if you name it that, if you are a new website, you are not gonna rank for that keyword. Nobody will see that blog post. And if you're using it on social media, nobody's going to see it there either. Okay. So this is what I'm trying to teach you in today's video. Now, let's look. Okay. So stop puppy biting. It's like, okay, you got your basic idea. This is what I want my blog post to be about. So you start typing stuff into JAAXY. And as you can see, JAAXY over here on the right, they'll give you a lot of ideas. They'll also give you a lot of variations. As you can see here, they'll give you a lot of variations. You can look through these things and you can see. Now, let me show you the difference here. You typed in Stop Puppy Biting. It's got over 5,000 views a month, but there are 201 other websites currently competing. Look what happens when you change it by only one word. Instead of Stop Puppy Biting, you type in Stop Puppy from Biting. JAAXY already showed it to you without us even figuring that out. Look down here. Here's our list. Stop Puppy from Biting. Same amount of views each month, but look at the QSR. 84. Do you understand what I'm teaching you here? If you're choosing your title for your blog post and you decide you're going to call it Stop Puppy Biting, you throw that into JAAXY and you say, oh, geez, that's not a very good one. I'm not going to be able to compete for that because there's already 201 websites competing for that. JAAXY, help me find a better title. Without you even doing anything, JAAXY has already helped you to find a better title. Stop Puppy from Biting. You put in that word from, and all of a sudden, instead of competing with 201 websites, you're only competing with 84. Now, in my experience, I can tell you, yes, you have a much better chance of ranking if your blog post is called Stop Puppy from Biting than if your blog post is called just Stop Puppy Biting. There's no question about it because it's the difference between 201 competing websites and 84 websites. But I can tell you just from my experience with this amount of traffic, this is such a popular keyword that even if you use this, yes, you've got a better chance, but you're still going to have a lot of competition. It's still going to be hard to rank because even 84 is a lot of websites. And when you consider the fact that when you type something into Google, what appears on that first page is only 10, it's only 10 websites, with 84 websites competing. And the other thing too is, these other websites, they could be, really well-known authority pet websites like PetMD or Chewy.com or ASPCA, all these things. And again, you may not be able to compete for that. So that's a very dramatic difference that I want to show you from the get-go. But me personally, in my experience, I would know I can do better than that. Okay, now let's go down here. Now, I'm not going to go into each of these because I've shown you what we're talking about. If you go into JAAXY and you type something in, this is what you get. You get the average views per month, and then you get the click on the QSR, and that will tell you how many competitors you are. So if we go to this list that I compiled for you ahead of time for this video, let's look at some variations. Stop Puppy Biting. Great traffic. Way too many websites competing. 201. If we say Stop Puppy from Biting, again, great traffic. Less websites competing. Only 84. But look at some variations here. If you put Stop Puppy Biting quickly, there's only 56 views a month, but there's only 2 other websites currently competing for that. Now, you might say to me, Deborah, well, that sucks. Instead of 5,000 and some people type it in this keyword to Google every month, there's only 56 people. Well, let me tell you something. There is a thing called low-hanging fruit. And when you go to that full class, and I'm giving you the link, I've got it here and I'm going to put it in the description box. When you go to that full class and you take that class from Kyle, the owner of Wealthy Affiliate, he's going to teach you what he calls low-hanging fruit. When you are a new blogger or you are have a new website and you don't have a thousands of dollars a month advertising budget, you got to compete. So you are better off brand new in order to get recognized by Google, in order to be seen by Google, in order to be ranked by Google. You need to go for the low-hanging fruit. Low-hanging fruit is this. There's 56 searches a month on Google, and there's only 2 websites competing for it. That's low-hanging fruit. That's something you, as a brand new blogger, brand new website owner, that is something that you can compete for. Now, don't get too discouraged for a couple of reasons. One, 56 people a month, when there's only 2 other websites competing, that 56 times that somebody types that into Google each month, they're going to see you. They're going to see you. An average of 56 times a month, somebody's going to type that in and they're going to see you. Okay, because there's only 2 other competing websites. Also, the trick is you're building out your website, you're building out content, and if you're choosing your title, your blog post titles with this in mind, each and every time you do a blog post, it's cumulative. It builds up. So on your website, maybe 56 views a month on Google, maybe you're going to be one of, say, 3 websites that are out there, and you're going to get some traffic from that one. Every time somebody types that in, they're going to see you. A lot of the times they're going to click on your website. You're going to do post after post after post, right? You're a blogger. You're going to be doing post after post after post. So you're going to get traffic. When you build up, if you only had 1 post on your website, stop puppy biting quickly, and it was 56 views a month from Google, yes, you're going to get traffic. You're going to get traffic. But if you've got 10 or 15 or 20 or 50 or 100 blog posts, all with this strategy used, you're going to get a lot of traffic. You're going to get a lot of traffic. And then guess what? You get indexed in Google. Google starts to recognize you. And also, if you're doing a good blog post where it's good, valuable content, your blog post should be at least 500 words, preferably 1,000. It should have good headings in it. Now, speaking of headings, one of the things you can also think about here is, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, so please try to hang with me because I want this to all make sense to you, but I just want to mention it so I don't forget. When you're doing your blog posts, you should be doing new headings, for each of your paragraphs, for each of your subjects. All these phrases here you can use as headings in your content, and you can also just use these keywords in your content. Okay, so if you choose, so stop puppy biting, it's way too many, competitors, but wow, look at that traffic. You want a piece of that traffic. I was going to say you want a bite of that traffic. No pun intended, puppy biting. Anyway, if you decide, well, geez, I want a piece of that traffic because it is 5,000 and some people looking every month, then you make sure these words, stop puppy biting, are in your content. Put them in your paragraphs, put them in there, because that your website is going to have that keyword in it. And as you do more and more blog posts and you get more and more blog posts indexed in Google, the more authority your website builds, the longer your website is online, the more Google sees you as a valuable source of content, the more you're going to be able to rank with the big boys. You're going to be able to rank for these. Okay. So definitely as you're searching for keywords in the beginning, you got to go with the low-hanging fruit. You got to go with ones like this that are getting 56 views a month, but there's only 2 websites competing. That's got to be your title for your blog post, but definitely within the content of your blog post, you can use all these keywords that you come across while you're using JAAXY, and JAAXY is going to give them to you. Use them within your content. So because Google doesn't just look at the title, they look at the entire text, the entire content of your website when you're talking about ranking. And also, Kyle's going to teach you this in this course when you get there, but I'll give you the heads up now. Whatever you choose for your your title for your blog post, you want to put that in the first paragraph of your blog post. Okay, now just as a simple example, if you decide to go with this one and the title of your blog post is Stop Puppy Biting Quickly, then in your first paragraph, you might start out by saying something like, if you are looking for information and tips about how to stop puppy biting quickly, there it is. Then you've come to the right place, or whatever. I'm going to go over that in this article. But whatever phrase you use to title your article, that exact phrase needs to be in the first paragraph of your blog post, and also in your meta description. Now that's where I'm going to just tease you a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when I'm talking about using your keywords in your meta description, then you need to go to the training here that I'm giving you the link for in the description box. You need to get this training, because you know what? You're wasting your time. If you don't know what you're doing with this, you can write blog post after blog post and have very little chance at getting ranked if you are using these super high competition phrases and keywords, okay? So there's one example, stop puppy biting quickly. This is low-hanging fruit. Here's another one, stop puppy biting behavior. That's appropriate. That's, name of your blog post. It's the same thing, same topic, stop puppy biting behavior. That gets 120 views a month in Google, and there's only 21 websites competing. Here's another, how to keep a puppy from biting. 150 views a month, 32 websites competing. How to stop a puppy from biting you. 260 views a month, 38 websites competing. And here's a last idea, how to stop your puppy from biting you. 112 views, 44. Okay, so here, just that little bit of time researching on JAAXY, okay, I only spent a few minutes on this. I went in here and I looked and I said, okay, stop puppy biting. All right, JAAXY's given me a couple more. And as you can see, it just started giving me ideas. Stop biting chewing, stop biting hands, stop biting me, stop biting an older dog, stop nipping, stop jumping and biting. JAAXY will give you a whole lot of ideas. And by the way, here's a list of content ideas. Do you know what I mean? If you're doing, say, a puppy training website, here's a whole bunch of ideas right here, and you can look at these, which ones are getting, well, here's, like I say, here's one that we already chose. JAAXY gave this to me. I didn't even have to go searching. You might say, oh, stop puppy biting behavior. This is a lot less competition. And right here, this SEO, this is where JAAXY tells you what your chances are. All right, they tell you what your chances are of ranking. Now, do you see this? This one was a high traffic and too many websites. You only have a 73% chance of ranking at that one. This one, it only has 84 websites. Look at, you went from a 73% chance of ranking to a 90% chance of ranking. Now, I don't know about you, but I want higher than 90%. I do. Look at this one. Stop puppy biting behavior. 120 views a week, only 21 websites competing. You've got a 98% chance of ranking for that. Okay, so JAAXY will show you. They'll help you. They'll give you all kinds of ideas. Now, in all honesty, sometimes when I'm creating a blog post for one of my websites, I have several websites. Sometimes it takes me a while, and sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, geez, every one that I do, usually what happens to me is when I type it in here of whatever, bright idea I've got for a blog post, 9 times out of 10 for me, the issue is it's got too much competition. And then what happens is, geez, any variation I type in here, it's still too much competition. Well, a lot of times I've had to abandon that post idea because I am not, I've been in business since 2015 and I do rank for a lot of keywords. And, obviously I've been indexed by Google, but, you're talking companies with huge advertising budgets. I can't compete with them. And I'll never, as one individual with me, unless I want to spend thousands of dollars a month on advertising, I've got to stay with the lower hanging fruit so that I can rank for these things. I can't compete with the big boys either. And when I say big boys, I mean the companies who have thousands of dollars a month to spend on advertising. They're going to show up on Google first with these high competition keywords. Okay. So even me, when I'm searching for, blog post titles and I go into JAAXY. Sometimes it's frustrating. Sometimes I have to spend 15 minutes, a half an hour, 45 minutes before I land on the one that I want to use. If it gets too frustrating, don't waste your time. Save the idea for another day and move on to something else, okay? Because you don't want to spend all your time doing keyword research. But I'm here to tell you, if you're going to be an internet marketer in any way, shape, or form, keyword research, what we're doing here in JAAXY, has got to be part of what you do. Because otherwise you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing if any will stick. Don't waste your time on that. Do the keyword research and, find ones that you can actually rank for. So again, here's the list that I found just from typing into JAAXY, stop puppy biting. This is what JAAXY gave me. Okay. This is what JAAXY gave me. So, again, you could go into JAAXY and you could say, okay, this is all wrong. I want to do something totally different. And you might say, just completely different variations of that same topic. Or like I say, if you get frustrated, and if you're getting frustrated and you can't find any keywords or any titles for your blog post where there's not a ton of websites already competing, then you probably shouldn't be doing that blog post. Okay. Now, if you haven't figured this out already, my suggestion to you is before you write the blog post, get into JAAXY and do some of this keyword research, because you don't want to waste your time spending several hours or maybe a whole day writing 1,000-word, beautiful, fantastic article for your website only to find out that you can't compete for it. It's like, well, geez, I can't even post this one. I can't compete for this. You know what I mean? So do it ahead of time, because number one, not only are you going to stop yourself from wasting your time writing blog posts that you'll never rank for, but you can also do the keyword research, and then you've got a bunch of keywords that you can then use within the content of that blog post. So don't put the cart before the horse. Okay. Do this first. Do the keyword research first. Get some good titles. Get some low-hanging fruit. Get some titles that you can compete for. And then those are the ones that you go ahead and you write a nice blog post for it. Okay. And again, the same is true on social media. If you're posting on Pinterest, you can get an enormous amount of traffic from Pinterest. But if your pin is called Stop Puppy Biting, you've got 201 other websites that are probably putting their posts on Pinterest too. Do you see? So again, the competition is too high. But if your pin is called Stop Puppy Biting Quickly, you've only got a couple other websites competing for that. So you have a better chance of being seen with that in Pinterest as well. Okay. So I hope that this has helped. Let's just go back to my notes real quick, if you don't mind. I'm just going to take a look real quick, make sure I've covered everything. I think I have. So just as a recap, again, this is my website, how to work at home online, workathomeonlineforfree.com. When you go here, you can read my story on the homepage. I'm giving you the link. This tells you, what I was doing, how I got into this. There's a nice video here about how to learn internet marketing online. If you go, over here, you'll see my number one recommendation. That's Wealthy Affiliate. They're the ones I always recommend for training. If you're brand new, again, I'm going to give you the link to them in the description box. And you can also obviously shop around on my YouTube channel. I've got lots of videos already. I'm adding at least one a week. And then in the description box of this video, I'm going to give you the link to my website. I'm going to give you the link to JAAXY, so you can go here and you can do the free trial and you can check this out and see. I'm also going to give you a link to that full training about this that you can get for free. And again, you just go to the link I give you, you sign up with your email, you don't need a credit card, and then you'll be able to get that full training. And then if you want to, go ahead and go through some of the trainings in your free starter program. I'm going to give you in the description box as well. I'll give you a link to my full review of Wealthy Affiliate, so you'll be able to see. You get like 20 free classes in the starter program. You get a free website in the starter program, so that'll tell you everything that you get. But once you get into Wealthy Affiliate, you're going to see there is training about this and really anything else that you need to be a professional blogger and a professional affiliate marketer or internet marketer. You're going to be able to find on Wealthy Affiliate. So I'm going to give you the link to them as well. I'm also going to give you, like I mentioned, I'm going to give you a link to go ahead and sign up for my email subscriber list. And about every 5 or 7 days, you'll get an email from Work at Home Online, and it'll be either an article or a blog post or a video, again, on every subject you can think of about making money online. So I'd love to have you as a subscriber there. And again, I would love to have you as a subscriber here on my YouTube channel. Always feel free to comment in the videos or reply to my emails if you're on my list. If there's questions that you have, if there's things that you wish I would have covered in the video, if there's specific things that you would like to know more about, please feel free to comment, because I'm more than happy to help you. I will reply to you, and I will give you all the help that I can. And if this video has given you value, I'd appreciate it if you would give it a like. That really does help YouTubers. I'm a fairly new channel on this particular date and time, and I'm trying to grow my subscriber list, and I'm trying to grow on YouTube. So I would love it so much if you would please give it a like, because that lets YouTube know that you liked the video. So thanks so much for tuning in. Good for you that you're a blogger. Good for you that you're getting on YouTube and you're getting training and you want to master this skill, because you know what? I've been doing this since 2015. I work at home in my jammies, and I love it. I love it. You know, you get to have a website on a topic that you're passionate about. In my description box, you're going to see a link to my other YouTube channel called People Loving Animals. One of my biggest websites is called peoplelovinganimals.com. And you're going to be able to see that in the description box. And, you know, I love it. I love animals. And that was the website that I chose to do. And that's what I blog about on a regular basis. And I love doing that. And I also love teaching people how to do what I do, because you know what? I hated my 9-to-5 job, and I am so happy that I don't have to do it anymore. And I get to work at home in my pajamas on my couch with my laptop. I get to set my own hours, be my own boss, and, you know, make a lot more money. The sky really is the limit when you're blogging, when you're working online, as far as what your income can be. Okay, so good for you. Good for you. I'm really excited for you that you're doing this. So again, thanks so much for visiting. My name is Deborah, and my website is workathomeonlineforfree.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.